Hey, what's going on YouTube? Alabama Reloader here. So I wanted to walk through the website just as I don't know, I guess a formal introduction to the website. But this has been something that's been on the project list for a long time. It's something I started thinking about and kind of coming up with a concept, what I wanted the website to be, the whole point of the website. There's a lot of things that, I don't know, stuff that as it relates to the channel, things that I didn't even really think about, or to be honest with you, didn't even really want to think about. You have to kind of start conceptualizing those items when you say, hey, I would like to have a website now, right? Because it sort of goes hand in hand with the brand, right? The Alabama Reloader brand. We've got a logo now. Actually, the guy that designed the logo, he's the guy that designed the website. So that's kind of how that all started, was whenever it was actually my mom who sort of pushed me to come up with a logo. And she was doing that because she was wanting to get me I think it was a gift for Father's Day. Father's Day, something like that, I believe, last year. She was wanting to get me a shirt. I think she got me a shirt, she got me a hat, and I think like a couple of kind of like the tumbler mugs or whatever. She got me some of those with the logo on it, and because prior to that, I had no desire to come up with a logo, to come up with a website. That was not something that was on my radar. And then she approached me about it, and I was like, okay, so partnered with this company. It's actually the company that sells the hats on the website, the screen printing company. The gentleman that runs that, he designed the logo. I, of course, had feedback and input on the logo. He sort of kicked over an initial design, and then we went back and forth through several versions and settled on what the logo is today. And then he also is a web developer, or I don't know what you call them. I don't do technology very well. You guys know that. I upload videos on my phone. I just film everything on my phone and I upload it straight to YouTube. I don't do the technology stuff. So when I started talking to him, I was like, hey, I might approach you later on about possibly doing a website and what that would look like. I have no clue what all's involved, no idea, but I want it to be turnkey. I don't want to have to do anything. I mean, not really, within reason, because I'm just not well versed in sort of the technology sphere, right? And so I wanted it to be more of a turnkey solution. And of course, later on, we circled back, started talking about it again, and I believe it was in January. It's March now, the end of March, almost April. I think it was in January when I told him, hey, yeah, let's go full steam ahead on this website thing. I think this is something I want to do. So one of the main requirements, though, was that the website work very well on a mobile device. That's where I do basically all of my web surfing and all that, Google and YouTube and all that stuff. I do it from my phone. I don't have a laptop. I don't have an actual computer that I can use for personal use. And so with that being said, I wanted this thing to work very, very well on a phone, which I think it did. Seems like it's turned out really, really well in terms of how it functions on a phone and what it looks like. So whenever you go to alabamareloader.com, you'll see this is the page that pulls up. Now, a couple of things you might notice. It seems like if you go to people's websites nowadays, I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if y'all are the same as me, where if I go to a website, I'll be dadgum if there ain't like 10 pop-ups automatically that hit you as soon as you go to a website. Hey, drop your email to save 10% on your order today, on your first order. Hey, push notifications. Hey, join our newsletter. Hey, this. Hey, that. Hey, it's like I didn't come to the website to X out and hit no thanks on 10 different pop-up notifications. Okay, I can't stand that. And so you'll notice that when you come to alabamareloader.com, you have none of that, because I don't like that. So I don't want that on my website. I'm not going to ask you for your email address. I don't care. I don't have a newsletter. I'm not going to have one. I don't want to bug you. I don't want to send you emails. I don't want you sending me emails. So that's just kind of how that works. Really, the whole point of this website, sort of, and we'll go through it, but just sort of seeing the functionality of when you scroll. The point of this website is to somewhat be a collection of sort of ongoing projects, right? You guys saw the videos there in the middle of the page, sort of what's the latest and greatest that I'm working on. It'll evolve over time, more or less. The website will change over time as far as what I'm interested in on YouTube content that I like to watch. I've got a section for that, an affiliate link section, different things like that. But I want to kind of walk you through it. So up here at the top, you do have the little drop down, so you can access any of those areas quickly. If you're interested in merchandise, which right now it's only hats, and it might only stay hats. I really don't want to get into the reason it's hats is because the guy, like I said, the guy that did the website also does the screen printing. He's the one that made the hat that I have. He can do those one at a time. Okay, when it comes to just about anything else, shirts, hoodies, that type of stuff, there's a minimum order quantity, which means I have to fork out a certain amount of money and have stuff just sitting around waiting for somebody to buy it. And I got to be honest with you, that's just not what I want to do. So as far as merchandise goes, safety first, always. I mean, come on, guys, right there. As soon as you access the website, you're reminded of the safety. Reloading, it can be a dangerous hobby, so that's on you to be as safe as possible. That's your responsibility. When you scroll down, you'll see the first section is the latest videos. This auto-populates with the latest 3 videos that I've posted. So it's just a rolling, log of my latest videos. So that's pretty cool. I like that. The one at the top, that's actually the latest video. So the one I just posted about the North Fork premium bullets, that's there. And then the next 2 after that. Below that's the merch store, merchandise. Again, it's just hats. The one on top, the Loden and the khaki, that's the hat that I have now. That's the one you guys have seen on the channel. I know it's kind of hard to tell just based on the picture, but that patch is like, it's the exact hat that I've shown. So if you're wondering how that actually looks in real life, you guys have seen that hat on the video, so that's what that'll look like. That's the one that I have. These are Richardson 112 hats. I think the Richardson 112 is a pretty standard hat. Seems to be one that's pretty popular. It's the one that I like to wear, so that's why you guys have the option to purchase those. Now, I will say on the merchandise, I mentioned this in another video, there's really a couple of ways to support the channel from a monetary standpoint, but I don't want to have a subscription service. I don't want to do anything like that. This is simply, hey, if you're going to spend money, I want you to get something for your money, okay? Because trust me, I'm not going to unlock some super secret reloading tip that no one else has ever heard of and offer it up on a Patreon to select people. Like, come on, really? Trust me, there's nothing that I'm going to bring to the table that you guys can't learn and learn probably in a better way watching someone else's channel, okay? This is simply for those that like the hat, that think the hat looks good, that would like to buy a hat, that wear hats all the time. Here's an option for you, right? And when you make a purchase, a portion of this purchase comes back to the channel. So you get a hat, a portion of that comes back to the channel. You're supporting the channel from a monetary standpoint. So if that's ever something you've been interested in doing, there you go. I'd like for you to get something for your money. A tangible thing. Oh yeah, that's pretty neat, that little thing. So yeah, alabamareloader.com. Check out this stuff. So this stuff I'm pretty excited about. Not necessarily the hats, but down here where it says my favorite video and YouTube channels. So my favorite video, you just click on that link. That actually takes you to YouTube. And this is a video This is it's titled "Washed by the Water." This is the video of my stepdaughter being baptized, and I was blessed enough to be asked to actually perform the baptism, which it blew my mind. It was an incredible experience for her and for me as well. Such a memorable day. But that's my favorite video that I've posted on my channel, so you guys go watch that if you're interested. And then also I give a testimony as well. Before I actually perform the baptism. So if you're interested in that, go give it a listen. The next three are YouTube channels that I really enjoy watching. So like The Snared Life. So he does some reloading, but he does a whole lot of trapping and scouting and stuff like that. So really cool. And he's got his family involved too. So that's really neat seeing the kids out there in the outdoors. So that's pretty cool. You guys go check that out. Huge fan of that channel. And then Panola Productions. If you're into turkey hunting at all, you need to be following this channel. So ton of good turkey content on there. Just awesome people in general as well. And then Maine Outdoor Enthusiast. I could just sit and listen to these podcasts like, man, all day, every day. They do different videos as well, but they offer up a podcast where the guy and his dad will sit down and talk through just different topics, right? It's like one that he did a video on right there, the power of journaling, where it just talks about how that's pretty neat way to sort of capture your memories, like for a hunt, things like that. I've done that before with a couple of hunts where I've gone back and actually documented the hunt. I know with YouTube, like I try to do that now with some of my hunts, but there is something that's just really interesting and neat about actually putting pen to paper or pencil to paper and documenting, whatever the case may be, right? You don't have to journal about hunting, but just your day-to-day life. So that's pretty cool. Affiliate links. The only company that I'm actually affiliated with currently is North Fork Bullets. I know you guys have heard me talk a ton about like McGuire Ballistics and those bullets, and I'm a huge fan of those bullets. I've bought a ton of those bullets. And Sam has sent me a lot of bullets for testing purposes as well. Great relationship with those guys. I'm not affiliated with them at all. It's just I bought a bunch of their bullets and I've shot them and I've used them and I've killed animals with them and they work amazing. So that's why you'll continue to see a ton of videos on that stuff. But North Fork actually reached out to me specifically about a partnership. And so it's a bullet company that I was very interested in trying anyway. So if you just hit that link, this actually takes you to the North Fork page. Now this is my affiliate link, so while you're here you can kind of navigate their website. But if you go and shop any of their products, right, any of the bullets that they have, and you go through the checkout process, then it will you go through that checkout process, then a portion of that sale comes back to the channel. Again, a way to support the channel from a monetary standpoint. So those are the only two ways. Obviously, you guys can continue to watch the videos, the view count, all that fun stuff. Like, share, subscribe. All of it's great, and I really appreciate it. But that way, if you do want to support the channel monetarily, you actually get something for your money, right? So you can get you a hat, so you can have some merchandise, or you can have some really, and I'm talking really nice premium hunting bullets. And then down in the bottom, this is the section that'll probably change over time. Maybe this section, maybe the videos, the YouTube channels that I follow. This will change from time to time. This is just some sources that I wanted to link on my channel. So the Reloading 101 by Ultimate Reloader, he does a great job walking through that, has articles, videos, great resource if you're interested in reloading. And then also Hand Loader Magazine, it's a favorite of mine. I absolutely love picking up the latest edition of Hand Loader Magazine, so highly recommend you guys go check them out. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to those guys. They have a YouTube channel as well. They put out awesome content. And then down at the bottom, I wanted to include the link to the Hodgdon website for their load data, that way you can just access that easily, right? You can just click on the link and it'll take you right there. So, or you can utilize that on the website, right? That was really the whole point. You know what I'm saying? I wanted this to actually be something that's functional, that's useful to you. But at the same time, I didn't want it to become a burden of like push notifications and you get 5,000 emails and all this other stuff. I just wanted to keep it simple, right? The same way I do with my reloading. It's simple. It's even right there. The goal is to keep the hobby of reloading safe, fun, and simple. Like, it's all about just keeping things simple, guys. So that's it. That's where we're going to leave it. I hope you've enjoyed this walkthrough. If you haven't checked out the website yet, I highly recommend you do that. Yeah, so that's where we're going to leave it. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Y'all have a good one.